All right, let's talk about some serious stuff here, right? The 7-1, yes, 7-1 Minnesota Vikings are gonna go and take on the what is this? 6-2 Buffalo Bills, and obviously the big storyline here isn't the fact that the Minnesota Vikings are rolling, or Kirk Cousins is now known as Kirk Thuggin after that video surfaced of him on the plane. It's the
Yeah.
fact. It's the fact that Josh Allen has a UCL injury. Now, what exactly is a UCL injury, Puma?
That is the inner ligament. If you hold your elbow out, if you extend your arm, I should say, the inside of your elbow,
Mm-hmm.
there's a ligament there. That's the ulnar lateral ligament.
Mm-hmm.
That's the UCL. You see a UCL injury a lot in
In baseball,
baseball
right?
pitches
Yep.
for Tommy John.
Mm-hmm.
So the issue with Josh Allen here is towards the end of the game. I believe it was in the fourth quarter in the dying minutes of the football game. He went back. He cocked the arm back to throw the football, and the one of the defenders blocked the pass. But the problem is Josh Allen's arm kept going forward. So there is a good probability that there is a injury to that UCL ligament. Honestly, Jay, the spread in this game, it opened. If you bet on this game, the Vikings Bills game before kickoff on Sunday, it opened at 9. Bills laying 9 points to Bills laying eight and a half. It is now down to a 5.5 spread, and I think the books are factoring in a good probability that Case Keenum is going to definitely be starting this week. But honestly, I would not be surprised if maybe Josh Allen is done for the year if it's a UCL injury, because honestly, if it was a non-factor, it would have been announced yesterday, November 7th on Monday. Hey, he's got like a mild sprain. It's about pain management and rehab. We're going to shut him down for a week or two, but he'll be back. He'll be functioning by this date potentially. I think, at this point, they're trying to get a second opinion before they announce anything official. And that's why I'm a little bit more pessimistic on the outlook for Josh Allen moving forward. So I would buckle up for the potential of seeing Case Keenum for an
No
extended period
way.
of time.
You really think he's hurt that bad that Case Keenum might be playing on Sunday?
Because why wouldn't you come out and announce, hey, the X-ray came back this way. We're definitely going to shut him down for a week or two. He'll, we're expecting him to be back for like week 15 or whatever. They did not do that yesterday, which tells me they're waiting for a second opinion. And one of the handicappers I follow for CBS Sports, RJ White, diehard Bills fan, he is floating that same theory too. He's the guy I respect a lot, so I'm kind of buying his stock on that take.
Wow, interesting. Now, is this injury going to be a lingering injury that's going to cause pain and issue down the road, or can this heal?
No. If it's like a Tommy John type of surgery, if he gets it done, let's say it's the worst case scenario, right? And he gets it done this week. He'll be done for the rest of the season. He'll probably be back in time for training camp. But no, it should not be an injury that affects him long term. I mean, hell, there's been baseball pitchers that come back from a Tommy John surgery and their velocity actually increases for whatever that means compared to, apples to oranges of the game of football. So this is not going to be a long-term injury. I don't think this is going to derail his career at any point. It's just if he has a UCL tear that requires surgery, he's just going to be done for the year.
Right, so Josh Allen definitely needs more velocity in his throws, right?
For sure.
He's the one guy that can stand to lose some. But no, I think if Case Keenum is going to play on Sunday, then obviously the Minnesota Vikings are going to win that game, in my opinion, because the Vikings are a sneaky good team. Like, I haven't watched much of them, and I don't think most of the nation has because, first of all, they're in the North and nobody cares. They're like buried up there in the North, but like, if you watch them, they're a very, very balanced team. And that's a very scary team when you have, obviously it's not Kirk Cousins carrying them. They have a good running attack. They've got Kirk Cousins making the throws when he needs to. You've got a good wide receiver group. And obviously Justin Jefferson's out there. The defense is playing well. That is a very, very balanced team. And if Josh Allen isn't playing, then I'm taking the Vikings. Now, obviously, if Josh Allen is playing and, it's not as severe as we all think it is or as the internet might have you believe at the moment and he's going to be fine, then then I think obviously the Bills are going to win this game. I'll take the Bills winning that game. Minnesota's got to travel to the East Coast. You never know where Kirk Duggan. You don't know if he's going to be hot or cold. Obviously, he's lucky it's a 1 p.m. game and not a primetime game. But I think for the most part, the Buffalo Bills are going to win this game if Josh Allen starts. If he doesn't, then obviously everything's up in the air.
I'm going to go on the other side. Even if Case Keenum does start this game, I do have the Bills winning this matchup. And here's the thing. The Vikings were taken to the limit against Taylor Heineke and the Washington Commanders last week. They only put up 20 points, and they won that by the skin of their teeth and may or may not have had help with the referee call, depending on how you look at some things. But the point is they won 20-17 against the lowly Washington Commanders, which has less talent, in my opinion, on the defensive side of the football compared to the Buffalo Bills. I think the defense is going to keep the Bills in this game. Maybe generate a turnover or two because it is Kirk Cousins. There's always a chance of Kirk or, Kirk Thuggin going to Kirby Cousins here. So I think that defense is going to be, a lively matchup in this game. We're also going to have to monitor whether or not Jordan Poyer is going to be playing because he missed last week with an elbow injury. He hurt a pop when he was playing against Green Bay. Hopefully he's going to be on the mend. He'll be able to play this week against the Vikings. But even with Case Keenum at the helm, I think they'll be able to generate enough plays and score enough points here. And hell, we saw Case Keenum have that connection with Stephon Diggs a few years ago in the Minneapolis Miracle. Why not generate some more magic up in Buffalo here? So I got the Bills winning this game, but the Vikings are part of one of my best bets this week because I did grab the line earlier. I'll get to that in the best bets, but give me the Bills even with Case Keenum at the helm.
The only question I have is, why was Kirk Cousins the only one without a shirt on that video? Because, everybody else had their shirts on. For some reason, he had his shirt off, just, showing off the six-pack abs and the chains and just, dancing awkwardly.
Jay, I'm just going to go with tequila does weird things to people.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I'm just going to, we can just look at our wedding. My wedding, we can look at my wedding and the wedding venue and the party. Tequila does some weird things.
I will agree to that. I had a fantastic time at your wedding.
Fantastic time. So you were Jay Thuggin, huh?
Yeah.
all the chains.
All right, let's move on to the